Hello, and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. So today we're going to keep reading in Acts chapter 4. We're going to read verses 19 through 24, starting with the English Standard Version. But Peter and John answered them, "Whether it is right in the sight of God to listen to you rather than to God, you must judge. For we cannot but speak of what we have seen and heard." And when they had further threatened them, they let them go, finding no way to punish them because of the people, for all were praising God for what had happened, for the man on whom this sign of healing was performed was more than 40 years old. When they were released, they went to their friends and reported what the chief priests and the elders had said to them. And when they heard it, they lifted their voices together to God and said, "Sovereign Lord, who made the heaven and the earth and the sea and everything in them." New Century Version. But Peter and John answered them, "You decide what God would want. Should we obey you or God? We cannot keep quiet. We must speak about what we have seen and heard." The leaders warned the apostles again and let them go free. They could not find a way to punish them because all the people were praising God for what had been done. The man who received the miracle of healing was more than 40 years old. After Peter and John left the meeting of leaders, they went to their own group and told them everything the leading priests and the elders had said to them. When the believers heard this, they prayed to God together, "Lord, you are the one who made the sky and the earth and the sea and everything in them." Okay. So we have these people that are supposed to be religious leaders trying to squash or keep quiet something that is good. And we have Peter and John who say, "Hey, we can't keep quiet. With what we have seen and what we have heard, we can't keep quiet. We have to tell people about this." So, I find it funny that this group of religious leaders and priests had to actually debate, can we charge these two men with something? Can we put them in jail for something? I find it funny that they had to debate that. And the only reason they didn't, this should kind of say how manipulative they were, and even as religious leaders. The only reason they didn't charge him with anything is because of all of the witnesses that saw the miracle happen. They saw this man of more than 40 years old suddenly be able to walk. So they didn't want the backlash, the uproar, the protests of all of the people of Jerusalem. In other words, it was for appearance's sake that they did not charge Peter and John. So Peter and John, they go back and they tell their group about this. And what does their group do? They praise God even more. We get stuff happens today for appearance's sake as well. And I'm going to probably get a few people angry. Okay. Things happen for appearance's sake, not just outside the church, but also in the church. And when that happens, I'll be honest, you're in the wrong church if you're doing things for appearance sake. We do things to glorify God, and that is it. So, I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.